When I was running my e-commerce business, I scaled it from 0 to over 70,000 customers in 31 countries, all the while racing 5 marathons and qualifying for the Boston Marathon. I didn't have extra hours in my day, so I created a system that helped me reclaim 10 hours per week and 3x my productivity. Here's my no BS advice so you can crush your goals in 2025. Most entrepreneurs waste hours every day on low value tasks. If you're serious about hitting your goals in 2025, you need a system that's going to help you focus and prioritize what's actually going to grow your company and move the needle forward. I've tried all the productivity planners, all the morning routines, and my system, it works. And this is the system I use to grow my business and, most importantly, expand my mindset and free up my time for what matters most, my mental well-being and actually growing my company and working on the projects that I'm best at. Step number 1, get your mindset right. Your thought patterns influence your performance more than anything else. As a business owner, how you think about things determines how you react to them. Start off by asking yourself 3 simple questions. Number 1, who's counting on me for me to be my absolute best today? By raising the necessity of why it's prominent and why it's critical that you step up and be the best version of yourself. Sometimes we're not always going to feel the best or feel like executing, but when our purpose and our intent is bigger than that feeling, because the world's best performers don't always feel like performing, but they execute and they get the work done because they have a system and a process. So step 1, who's counting on you? Question number 2, if I could only get one thing done today, what is the one biggest project that would move the needle forward in the business today? Question number 3, how would my alter ego perform today? One of the things I do with the high performing entrepreneurs and athletes I work with is we use a psychology principle called the Batman effect. I'll do another YouTube video on this at a later date, but essentially we create an alter ego or our Batman effect. For me, for example, it might be Kobe Bryant, rest in peace. So I would ask myself, even if I didn't feel like performing today, how would Kobe Bryant show up and perform? He'll be resilient. He'll be focused on the process, regardless if he didn't feel like it. So the question for you is, who's someone that inspires you to be great? And how would they approach that day? If you're waking up and you've got brain fog, you don't have clarity, you're disconnected from your mission, from your vision, from your purpose, these 3 simple questions will help you get back into alignment, to center yourself, ready to execute, and most importantly, to focus on what's truly most important. Step number 2, set your top 3 priorities or goals for the day. Our 2 most precious resources, our time and our energy. Therefore, each day, because we've only got limited time and limited energy, we must set our priorities on the most valuable, high leverage tasks that give us the biggest and the best return on investment each day to grow our business and so you can perform at your best. Here's the thing, these aren't just random to-dos. These are your top 3 goals or priorities for the day that are actually going to move the needle forward and give you a return on investment for your time and energy for that day towards your monthly or quarterly strategic goals that are going to grow your company. Step number 3, profit blocks. This is where most entrepreneurs fail because they don't protect their block time for their most important projects that are going to move the needle forward in their business. The best way to find out if you're doing this correctly is bring up your calendar right now. Is there blocks of time that's protected, that no one can interrupt you, disrupt you, where you're specifically doing deep work, focused on the most important project that's going to grow and move your business forward? Here's how to use profit blocks. Firstly, you must establish when you're most creative, at what time in the day, when you've got the best thinking power to solve the biggest problems in your business. Step number 2, put your phone on do not disturb so no one can interrupt you, no one can get through to you. And number 3, we're going to do 50 minutes to 55 minutes of deep focus work, and then we're going to do 5 minutes of breath work, 5-minute walk outside, or 5 minutes of standing up, stretching your legs, and just moving your your body a little bit to get back into that zone. This system ensures that you spend your two most precious resources, your time and energy, on where it matters most, on growing your business and leading your team. Step number 4, review your day. The world's highest performers review their performance. And if you want to be a high-performing entrepreneur or business owner, you shouldn't be any different. At the end of the day, after you've had a shower, you've settled down, reflect and ask yourself these simple questions. Firstly, what are you grateful for, or what win did you have? Even if it's something small. I've found that finding something small, even if you had a really bad day, there is still something in there that you learned or you grew from, which is still a win. That has helped me enjoy the process much more, which is vital to succeeding on the long term. We have to enjoy the process and find growth in that. Question number 2, what progress did I make today? You might have learned something. You might have grown as a leader. You might have learned a new marketing hack. You might have learned something. Find that insight because you carry it forward into the next day. And having that wisdom is going to make you a better business owner and a better leader. Question number 3, where could have I performed better today? It's important to be aware of when we're not performing at our best. For example, you might have lost your cool. You might have lost your focus. It's important to become aware of these issues that are arising so then you can course correct. And the next day, at the front and center of your mind, you're going to be more intentional with being more focused, with keeping your center. Question number 4, what am I proud of from today? Maybe you led by example. You stood up. You pushed through and got your to-do list done when you didn't feel like it. Finding these moments to give yourself a little bit of a pat on the back, because let's be frank, not many other people will. By finding these moments, it gives you that positive reinforcement to keep pushing forward, that you've got your back and that you're going to keep moving forward and pushing forward every single day because you're proud of the entrepreneur and the business owner that you're becoming. When I go through my review, I want to make an important note. This section often gives me my priorities and my key focuses for the next day, because I like to come into that next day with a clear understanding of what my priorities are going to be or my top tasks. We've got to remain flexible, but having that clarity from that review helps us get the information out of our brain and ready for that next day so we can wake up clarity, ready to execute. So that's it. That's the system. And I hope this system frees up your time, helps you be more productive, and finally feel in control of each day as you grow your company. If you want a copy of the Limitless Edge Profit Planner that I use with my one-to-one clients, send me a message on Instagram and I'll send you over a copy for free. Hopefully you got some value out of this. Drop me a comment below and ask any questions, and make sure you like and subscribe and get ready for the next video. And I hope you crush your goals in 2025. Until then, I'll see you on the next video. Peace.